Okay, hello all. Welcome to another I Love Ruby video. So today we are going to see the later part of loop. So in the previous video we saw from this down to while. So now, sorry, down to step. Now we'll see from this while to what to say loop. Okay, so that's the thing. So let's look at while loop. So while is what to say like it is the kind of loop that you'll find in almost every programming languages. Okay, so okay, let me close this off. Right. So okay, oops. Okay, right. Okay, so right. Let me just save it and tell it how it works and all those stuff. Okay, so you have this while loop. Okay, so let me just run it. Okay, so it prints from 1 to 10. Okay, so that's how it is. But then, like, let's say how it works. So there is a variable over here. So you initialize the variable, right? So like I is equal to 1. So that's what you initialize. So every while loop has these four things. Okay, should have this four things to work properly. So you have this initialization, right? And then you have this, okay, like while, and then there is some condition. Till this condition is true, this loop will keep on executing. So there is a condition check over here. So initialization, condition check, and then yeah, of course you have the loop body. Okay, that is the third one. You can put something or nothing in a loop body, but definitely I think there should be updation. So I is equal to I plus 1, or I plus is equal to 1. So whenever this thing gets finished, I becomes 2. Okay, so that's how it is. And then once again it goes 2 is less than 10, yes, of course. So that is less than or equal to 10, yes, of course. So it comes over here, it prints 3, and so on and so forth. So first it's 1, it comes here, okay, prints, then it's 2, then it comes here, the condition passes, prints, till I is equal to 11. It happens. Okay, so I becomes 10, it prints 10 over here, and now I becomes 11. And when it goes over here, the condition fails, so it just comes out of the loop. Okay, so that's how while loop works. Okay, so it might look simple, but the thing is like there could be a lot of errors if you fail to what to say like update this and all those stuff. Okay, so okay, let me just comment it off. Okay, I'll just comment it off. So there will be a havoc. Okay, so let me just run it. Look, that's it, gone. So it's 1 1 1. So just look how many times it got executed, right? And sometimes in a low power system it could crash, but even in high power systems, like if you let it running for a while, maybe it might crash. Okay, so that's it. Like so this updation and all these things are quite important. Okay, so yeah, that's how the while loop. But if you leave something, okay, even if you leave this one, okay, I is equal to 1 or something like that, this will throw out an error. So yeah, look, error. So it is for this like while loop, even though it is one of the you can find it in almost any programming languages, it's not used much. Okay, so we have other ways of doing it where a lot of things have been taken care by computers, and what to say, and humans are left to just concentrate on the problem domain and all those stuff. Okay, so there is another thing called until. So if you see if and unless, unless is something like opposite of if, and similarly until is something like opposite of while. Okay, so let me put a new code. Okay, so until, right. Mm, okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so here you have this. Okay, until.rb, right? So this is how it works. Okay, so until works till that condition is satisfied. So till this condition is false, it keeps on going. Okay, so let me just execute it so that and explain it after that. Right. dot rb. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm not sure why I'm getting the percentage sign at last. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, when I tried it on Linux and all, like I don't get it on Mac. I'm just getting it. So or it's a Ruby bug, or I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, let me explain it. So first I is equal to 1. Okay, so and then I is greater than 10 is false. Okay, if it's false, it goes inside the loop. So it prints I. Okay, and I is now 2. So I plus equal to 1, right? Then once again it comes over here. 2 is greater than 10, no, it's false. So it goes inside, so on and so forth. So it keeps on going till I is 11. So if I is 11, yeah, this uh, condition passes. So until is exactly opposite of while. So if it passes, yeah, it doesn't execute. So it just comes out. So that's how until works. Okay, so right. Okay, so that's the until loop. Okay, and you have this thing called break. Okay, let's put this break. Okay, so break is being used when you want to break out of a loop. Okay, so let me just show you how it works. Okay, right. Okay, right. So let me execute it first. Okay, so it just prints from 1 to 5 and not 6. Okay, so what happens is, so 1 up to 10. So this one keeps on going from 1 up to 10 and you're capturing that number over here in I. Okay, so that's the thing. So, okay, this one tells the loop to break. That's it. Don't do anything. Do something else. Okay, so if you want, you can put something like, okay, put this out of loop. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so right. Okay, so what happens is like okay, 1 up to 10. Okay, break. Okay, so 1 is not equal to 6, so it goes on. Okay, so like it prints 1, and similarly 2 is not equal to 6, it goes on. Okay, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is equal to 6. Okay, then it breaks. Breaks means it comes out of here. So and it just prints out of loop. Okay, so that's how break works, right? So next is something interesting. Okay, right. Okay, next is not kind of break, but what it does is, okay, let me just execute and oops, I have put it as TB. I need to rename it. Save as next.rb, right? Oh, why it's coming to this? Okay, right. Okay, so this next let me just execute it. Ruby next.rb. So this one prints all numbers, but it doesn't print 6. Okay, so what happens is, okay, it okay, 10 times do, okay, so the first time it will be 0, and if num is 0 is equal to 6, no, it's not equal to 6, so it prints it, so on and so forth. Okay, so it keeps printing till 5. When it's 6, what happens is, okay, this one passes, so it becomes next means, okay, it doesn't break and come out over here, but it rather once again goes back over here. Now the 10, so now the num will become 7, and it prints 7, 8, 9, and what to say, that's it. And then the loop ends. So next is not like a break, but it says like, okay, keep continuing the loop. Okay, so that's the thing. Skip the steps after that. So that is skips the steps after this next, and just keep continuing. Okay, so that's what next is. Okay. So yeah, that's next. Okay, now let's look at a thing called redo. Okay, so this might look simple, but yeah, if it's simple, yeah, that's what Ruby is meant to be. Okay, so but the thing is, you need to type it and you need to practice it, and then you need to use it in a real problem. And only if you do that, it means that okay, like you have done it right. Okay, so that's the thing, right? Okay, so let me execute it. Okay. E- Redo.rb. Okay, do you want to redo? I would say yes. Do you want to redo? I would say no. Okay, no, no. Okay. So now I don't know whether you're understanding. Okay, so okay, like let me just play it. Okay, right. Okay. So what happens is, okay, redo means, okay, the next what it does is it goes over here to the line 4. Okay, so it just jumps to the line 4 and it increments another number. Okay, so that's the thing. Redo, what it does is it goes over here to this line 4. So it doesn't go over here to this loop starting. Okay, so this number doesn't get incremented, but rather it just what to say. Redo just goes over here. So it once again prints the number and just comes over here and once again asks, do you want to redo? Okay, do you want to redo? Yeah, I'm just getting the option. Okay, get a stop. Okay, if the option is yes, I just redo. So it means like it just goes over here. That is from line 7 to line 4, not from line 7 to line 3. In next, if you see, okay, it is like, okay, it goes from line 5 to line 4. Okay, so redo is not like that. It is just like it's just slightly before this loop is run once again, so it is just redoing the last step again. Okay, so that's the thing. So that's how you need to remember. Okay. uh okay, next is this thing called loop. Okay, this is also a kind of danger thing. Okay, so okay, right, so I just put this thing. Okay, loop.rb. Okay, loop is kind of like while, but it's dangerous. You will learn why. Okay, so right. Okay, right. Okay, loop.rb. Right. Okay, now let me just put it. Okay, loop. Okay. Be sure like you know to hit Control C. Okay. Otherwise, okay, Control C. Right. Okay, so loop does something almost infinite times. Okay, so that's the thing. But yeah, there are ways to break it and all those stuff. Okay, so what happens is it just enters a loop over here, loop do end, or you can even give like this, these type of curly braces, like opening curly braces and end curly braces. So, but yeah, okay, so that's the thing. So and then it just keeps on executing. Okay, like and so it just keeps on putting I love Ruby, and all those stuff, right? So that's how loop does. But yeah, you can break it out or do something if some conditions are met. So it may not be infinite all times and all those things. But yeah, try avoiding loop and all those stuff while you're coding professional. You might be intelligent. Look, I'm not saying no. Like, but the thing is, some people may not understand. So like, break at 10. Okay, break at 10 dot okay, right. Okay, so okay, let me run it. Ruby break at 10, right? So it prints from 1 to 10. Okay, so what happens? So I is equal to 1, right? Okay, so it enters the loop, so it prints I. So you get this 1 over here, right? In this terminal window. And similarly, next it checks if I is equal to 10. No, it's not 10. So now I becomes 2. I is equal to I plus 1, right? Or you can also put like plus equal to 1. Okay, it doesn't matter, right? But we are just looking at loops, like not about like all those things, addition and assignment and all those things. Okay, so that's how it is. Now, okay, like I is 2, and once again it just comes over here, prints I, and similarly it keeps on going. When I is 10, okay, it hits a brick, so it just comes out. It just comes out over here to line 9. There's nothing, so the program just ends. Okay, so that's how loop works. So yeah, so in the next video we'll look about arrays. And anyway, thanks for watching. uh, have a nice day. Bye.